Yay, good afternoon. Good afternoon, my friends. It's me, Kae Pea. I'm here in my studio, The Moon and the Maker, home of ArtFoamies, and I'm here for ArtFoamy Fun Sunday. Oh my goodness. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I missed you on Friday and last Friday. I feel so just definitely out of sorts not being around. Well, I've been sort of around, but you know how it goes. I've never taken off 2 Fridays in a row, so that was really weird. And I missed you all so much. So I hope you had a great, um, couple Fridays, and it is good to be back. Tonight, I'm just really here, to be honest, to talk about our a tremendous Black Friday weekend, Cyber Monday through Cyber Monday. Also, our Angels Among Us pop up, and I just wanted to, come here and check in with all of you, show you what's going on in the studio, talk to you about what's going on. Coming up, and just have a little bit of fun, even though it's not Friday. So, it's going to just be so weird all week, but just a reminder, we will have the last Art Foamy Fun Friday of the year next Friday, or this coming Friday, the 26th. I will be here for Art Foamy's Fun, and it is the last one of the year, if you can believe that. Oh my goodness. Let me say hello to my friends and um, just see who's here, see what's going on. Ellen Bush is in the house, and it looks like you get the gold star today. Thanks for coming. Janice Sigmund is here. Catherine, yes, she says, does that mean spring is around the corner? I hope so. I'm ready. Even though, you know what, I heard it's supposed to be 73 degrees here on Christmas. Oh my goodness. Sue Irvine is here. Thanks for coming. Evelyn, Stephanie, um, Ginger, Orange Spiral, Brianna, Sharon Eberlin is here. Patty. No zooming tonight. No Zoom today. Yeah, I don't know why. It's just because it's on Sunday, I think. Oh my goodness. Roberta, welcome. Yes, winter solstice. Yes, the longest, darkest night. And I'll tell you, I've been feeling it in these bones. I'm not messing around. It has just been a whirlwind around here. Christina, nice to see you. Who else? Heather Bailey. Lee is here. Anna Lee. I hope I didn't miss saying hello to anyone. If I did, please forgive me. All right, it's Sunday, not Friday, but we're still going to have a little numbers game since we missed the last couple Fridays. So it's Sunday Fun Day. Don't start without me. We're not going to do it till the end. I'm going to just share with you what I've been working on, and just talk a little bit about our pop up. We still have all the angels in the house until the night of the 31st. Okay. So I'm going to go over all these because I've been working on this big project and I want to show you where I'm at and talk a little bit about it. Krista Bell, welcome. All right. So we do have, I think there's 12 angels or maybe 13. I can't remember, but let's just go over all of them because I have them all stamped out here. If you recall from a couple Art Foamy Fun Fridays ago, I said I was going to be working on a painting project where I was going to paint every one of the angels on a substrate. Okay. So I had pulled out, I love the way this is coming together. I had pulled out a whole bunch of these panel substrates that I have. These are hard panels that have a little cradled edge, and I happen to have a good variety of them that had all been pretty much used for a demonstration or were some sort of project that I had abandoned. Okay, so I had all of these canvas, or they're not canvas, they're panel substrates. And I'll just show you. I happen to have the wrapper from one of them, so I can just share with you. Now they're not all exactly the same, but they're very close. Okay, some of them are just from Jerry's Artorama. I get the little the little substrates like this, and they're birch panels, but a lot of them are the ampersand artist panels. You can get them smooth or with texture. So again, all of these are a little bit different, okay, because again, they were just various substrates that I've had, or that I have, obviously, that I've worked on, but they weren't finished. So a lot of them, for example, this one, and I love the way this turned out. I already had painted on it a little bit of an abstract painting, okay? So I just took my uh, Seraphim stamp. This is Maxi Moon's Seraphim, and I cut it out. I had it on, if you remember, I had stamped all of the angels onto this Kozo paper, okay? And it's sort of, this Kozo paper is sort of um, a little bit like a deli paper, or a little bit um, like a tracing paper type. Like, it's not that, okay, but it has the same sort of feel to it. And when you mount it on something, it gives almost, you know, a translucent sort of look. So it's kind of, it's just really nice that it's sort of seamless. So many of these are, I did take something that was already done. So like this, I did for a demo, and I took Patty McFarlane's Frida Angel, and I just put it on top of that. So some are stamped on, but most are just mounted on top using that Kozo paper, okay? So a lot of them are still works in progress, and yes, that's what I'm doing for, Patty said would make a great vintage, or I mean, make a great gallery wall, and that is what I'm going to do. These are all going to hang together, and I'm work right now in January. I think it's like January 19th, over that week of January 19th through the end of the month, we're having a couple of our bedrooms painted and new carpet. So I'm hoping that these will hang in one of the rooms that I'm getting ready. So of course I'll be sharing these with you. And then when I have everything done, I'll take a picture and share them with you. But I do want to talk a little bit about them. If you go back to ArtFoamies Fun from a couple weeks ago, when we launched these, or no, actually, I think maybe it was from Jane Chip's launch, when we did the Jane Chip collection, and I showed using some of the angels as well. So over the past couple Art Foamy Fun Fridays, when we launched the angels, and then also when we launched Jane Chips, I was sharing some of the art. And so I will be finishing them all the way off, okay? Some of them are closer than others, and a couple of them are actually, I think, finished. This one is finished. I will probably put a little bit of wax or a little bit of varnish over the top. But this one is, and I will put hangers on the back, but for the most part, this one is finished. Thank you, Catherine. Yes, I'm so excited about it. This one is finished, and this is the little $5 this month. So if you remember, we do a $5 foamy with the matching sticker, and this is the December. This is the December $5 foamy, and then you will get the matching sticker. Or it's not matching, but corresponding sticker. Okay, so this one is also done because I have the edges painted. When I say done, I just mean with the art. I do still have to go back and put hangers and maybe a little varnish or wax, and probably sign them too. I haven't signed any of them, but a lot of times with my stamped art, I don't necessarily sign them, but I might put something on the backs. So anyway, these two are finished, and this one is the Willow Wanders, Hebrews 13:2, and I really love the way this turned out. And I love the way it looks with this little guy too. And again, you can see Jane Chip's art foamies are on there as well. And the same with this one. So a little unity in those pieces, a unity in variety, which will, you know, I probably will use some of Jane Chip's on a couple of the other pieces so that it's a little bit, you know, a theme sort of running through. And even if it's very subtle, you know, it still will really, uh, I don't know, make that little bit of difference. Okay, so those two are done. This one, oh my gosh, with Marilyn Kelly's angel. I love the way this turned out. And it is so fantastic too, because this piece of art, I mean, I had this base layer done for years. I'm not kidding you. Some of these substrates I have had in my studio for many, many moons. Okay. So it's real. This one, you can see the background was already on there. I just went over it with a little more color, to sort of make it, um, again, have a little bit of unity with this piece. And then I just took, again, the angel stamped on the Kozo paper and uh, glued it right, collaged it right on there, and then painted over the top. And I really love the way it turned out. And I think they look so sweet together. Okay. And I did take a picture. I'm going to just share with you that I took a picture of everything together as it is, so that I can also use it as reference and go back to it to help me inform and help to make it a cohesive collection. And while, again, I'm just going to use those words again, keep it with the unity and also the variety. I think once, I'm going to do, again, little things like adding gold. If I add some colors that will unify it, and also some images that will unify it, it's going to be great. The other thing that unifies it is the depth of the panels. I chose, even though they're all different sizes, okay, I wanted them to all have the same depth. Now, that's not necessary, really. I think if I had some different depths, or maybe even some that were framed or whatever, that would be really cool too. And some of these could go in frames. Oh, Carmen, yes, thank you. Me too. The Seraphim is absolutely fantastic, and I love the way that it turned out on this abstract piece. And again, both of these I have had painted just like they were sitting there waiting for the right moment. Okay. So with these two, they're almost, I could say, complete. This one, again, I will have to put a hanger and maybe a little varnish or wax. This one I do need to finish off the sides, and I am planning on putting a little gold, or painting the edges with gold. You can see on this one, I do have some little swishes of gold there as well. Okay. So I'll finish that off with a little gold. Um, this one's also done. This is Keisha's Angel. And I really love that I was able to, again, use the background that was already on this substrate. So the only thing I have to do on this one is I do want to add a little more detail, maybe white on white, I'm not sure, to her dress. And then I am going to paint the edges also, probably gold, although maybe white, I'm not sure yet. Okay, so those are the closest. Well, and this one, again, pretty close to being finished. This, I feel like it needs a little bit more deeper values, so I will be putting some dark details, possibly, or maybe some dark stamps, something, I'm not sure yet, on this. And then I do need to paint out the edges, and again, add a hanger. But I'm really, really close. So I'm considering about 6 of these pretty much done. This one too. This one could almost, is so close. Again, a little bit different. I did collage the back of some of these pieces I had lying around, again, that just were painted, and maybe I just wasn't going to necessarily do anything with them, or I don't really consider them, anything that I want to keep. Lots of stuff that I have in my studio like this are pieces that I was experimenting or practicing or demonstrating. So I'm not really attached to them, and I'm good with covering them up. So some of them I actually took like nice watercolor paper and I mounted it right on there, right directly onto my piece, let that dry really well, and then I can stamp and paint right on it. So this one and this one I've done in that way. And then I will be painting directly onto both of these pieces. Okay, so that is just also a fun little sort of thing to do, is if you have some panels or whatever that you are not super in love with or attached to, you can easily take some, and this is really nice watercolor paper. And then what I'm going to do, what I would do is put my glue. I use either soft gel medium or my PVA glue. Usually I like PVA glue, so that's what I use most often. And I put it on my substrate, also put it on my watercolor paper, and then attach it and really burnish it and let it dry thoroughly, and then you can paint right on there. Okay, this one will be nice too because my edges will, be painted, or of course I could paint over them or whatever, or collage on them, whatever you want to do. Lots of my edges, like this one, I did collage onto or paint them in a decorative way, and I love the way that looks when it's hanging on the wall. Okay, so you can see this one had some collage right on there, and I did not cover it up. This one has Megan's angel on it with the background that I had already had, and I thought that worked out really well, so I just kept that, and I'll just paint her out, and then it'll pretty much be done. Same with this one. Now this one had a piece on the underneath that I did not feel like it could work together. Like I said, some of these were just so easily incorporated. I was able to just take Keisha's angel and put it right onto a background that I already had, and I love the way that turned out. Same again with the seraphim. Okay, had some backgrounds that I really loved, and they just looked like it was meant to be, right? This one, not so much. I did not like what was under there, and it did not complement the piece. So I went ahead and I collaged some of the Kozo paper that I had already stamped. And if you remember, this is paper that I did back quite a few ArtFoamies Fun Fridays ago with Elizabeth St. Hilaire's designs. Okay, so I love the way that is. And then this is Danita Art's angel, and I will again paint that out, paint over it. Just again, use this as a base layer, and I'll bring that angel forward. Okay, same with this one. This also had a piece that I did not love on the underneath, so I was able to take, and if you all recall again, you'll see some of these coming back into play, because this is Danita's stripes from her most recent collection that we launched, and I had done some sort of rainbow stripe watercolor on the Kozo paper, and I just think it looks beautiful. Again, they'll all start to complement each other the deeper I go in, and then again, using my reference photo, again, to look at everything and start to make it a cohesive collection. All right, so same here with Joni Hallmark's angel, and again using some of the background paper that I had already created. So lots of the things that I already have in my my repertoire in my studio. Some people like to call it fodder. Some people, we make all sorts of background papers. We have things, and you just bring them back out and sort of audition them, and you can start to again, make it a collection. This one, this is a tissue paper, and I love this tissue paper. I've had it for a really long time, and I always savor it and use it kind of sparingly, but I love it, and I thought it worked out perfectly with my little beret angel here. I can't remember the name of my own angel, but anyway, she looks really cute on there, and I, left the banner open so that you can, you know, write whatever you want inside. Puffer says, why did you not use watercolor grounds? So that is a great question. Watercolor grounds I do love, you know that, and I do use them sometimes. However, watercolor grounds, they take a lot longer. You have to at least do a minimum of 2 coats. Then you have to let it dry really thoroughly, and it is going to give you a different kind of look and feel than the paper. So it just really depends. I like it when I'm stamping. Sometimes I like it to be a little crisper, so I feel that the stamps will stamp a little bit more crisply on the paper rather than the grounds. Plus, again, it takes a lot longer to do the watercolor grounds. So sometimes I'm just a little more impatient. Okay. And then this one I did want to show you because here again, I have this little substrate that I painted many, many moons ago. Okay. I had made little, I actually use these to make little boxes and little frames. Well, I ended up not doing it. So it's sort of an unfinished piece. So I have it here. I'm going to stamp this other little angel on my Kozo paper, just showing you again how I like to do that. And I don't need much. This is a small little image. So I just have, this is off that roll. Okay. Donna, welcome. Thanks for coming. So I have this here, and remember it has sort of a rougher side, or like more of a textured side, and then it has a smooth side. I want to stamp on the smooth side, and I am going to get a little bit of my gray. Oh, and you know what? Yeah, a little bit of my gray Moonlight Hue ink, okay? And that's what I'm going to use to ink up my stamp. And this is a different little angel. Sometimes I do a little special edition angel, or I mean special edition stamp sometimes. And this is my special edition for my Blue Moonies, and I haven't really stamped it much. So, and it kind of goes along with all my angel themes. So I wanted to test it out. Okay. Might be a little dark, but that's okay. Where did I stick that? I'm going to do it this way. I got a little smudgy, but that's okay. Let me try it one more time. That was I think I had a little too much ink on there. Susan Maney, welcome. Happy solstice to you. I know, I wish I would have done something more. Oh yeah, this one really spread. So you can see I had way too much ink on there. But that one looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. Yes, if I would have thought ahead of time, I would have done something solstice-y, but I was still on angels. So I just thought I'd pop on, show you how I did some of the stuff, remind you about the angels, tell you all again, thank you so, so, so very much for the amazing, fantastic response to our, to our, I hate to say it, but Black Friday weekend, all the way through Cyber Monday. We just had an amazing response to everything, to our sale that we had, to our freebie that we were offering. So we really did get a little, gosh, I just have to say it was the best weekend that we've ever had as a company, which I am very grateful for. I hope it does not sound like a complaint, because it absolutely is not. It's such a compliment, and we are so very grateful and thankful. But I just want to remind you that we are still, shipping out all the, I mean, we are caught up from that weekend, I will say, but it did put us a little bit behind. So please continue to be patient with us, because we are working hard. I promise. Yes, it is so nice to see Marin. Thank you, Susan, and Maxie too. Maxie and Marin are here through January 5th, and then they will both go back to their new respective countries, and we will start the new year with the emptiest nest ever. And I'm getting used to it. I can at least laugh about it without crying so much. And actually, I don't cry about it anymore. I think I got it all out of my system. I will miss them greatly, However, them being happy and healthy is the main thing always, right? So I'm going to enjoy them until January 5th, and then we're going to say, see you around. Oh, Patty, thank you so much. Okay, so as you can see here, again, I do have my little angel on, again, the Kozo paper, and I thought I would just be able to show you how I do um, glue that on there. And it did smear a little bit more. I think I just had it a little too inky, but it's still going to be okay because I will paint right over the top. And I'm just going to kind of see maybe how it looks best on here. I don't know if I like it like that. I guess I like it like that. So I'm just going to put um, a little glue. Sometimes I like to wet it a little bit with a little water too, a little spritz of water. As long as you use ink that won't, that's not water soluble, you should be okay. And again, soft gel medium or the PVA glue works great. Anything that just, dries clear. Oh, I just ripped her little wing. But it's okay, I'll fix it. Oh, actually, it's just, a little layer came off. That's so funny. It didn't actually rip. Yes, you know what? They are so happy to see each other too, Puffer. Thanks for asking about that. Maxie and Marin do get along really well. There's a pretty big age difference between them, but they do get along really well and they are very happy to see each other. And I'm so excited for them too because I don't know if I told you all this, but Maxie is actually going to go back to, so Maxie is going to get the dogs you know, over, get them on the plane, and then she's going to Japan with Marin for a week. So she's gonna celebrate her birthday in Japan. So, and then she'll go back to Australia after that. So that's really exciting, right? I'm so jealous. I wish I was going too. Anyway, so as you can see, that paper is sort of translucent once it is applied, and you do have to be careful. It can be a little delicate, as you could see. Let me zoom in. Yes, thank you for asking, Stephanie. Let me see if I can do that. So you can see it's a little bit transparent there, and then I will let that dry, and then I can paint over. And if I use like acrylic paints and things, I can also build up some texture so you will barely see any of the paper, right? It's almost like a seamless sort of application. So that's why I really enjoy it, why I love working with it. I don't know if you can really see this one. This one is, again, the Frida Angel by Pato, Patty McFarlane. And this is a very textured surface, okay? So I was able to glue it on there, and I am going to use acrylic to paint back up over the top and build those layers, okay? And again, these are mounted watercolor, really nice watercolor paper. It's actually Hahnemühle cold press, 140 pound. And I mounted it on there and then I stamped it with gray ink. So I'm going to be able to watercolor those or do whatever mixed media over the top. Okay. So I really hope that, seeing how these are applied will give you some ideas for making paintings on your panels like this. Of course, again, they do not have to be cradled. You can use whatever flat panels, you can use canvas, but it is a really fun way to work. And again, to make a collection, I can, and all these are small, but keep in mind, you can go as grand as you'd like, okay, or as small. So I think it's really, really a neat way to make a grouping and make kind of like a substantial display, you know, and especially again, if you have that unity. All right. So let me know if you have any thoughts or questions. Let me sort of pull them all back out again so you can see the works in progress as I will be sharing them again next week. Hopefully have them all finished and be able to share with you the entire collection, okay? So I was hoping to have it a little further along tonight, but it has just been, like I said, a little crazy. So I'm not getting quite as much arty time as I would love, but I know you can all relate and understand how that goes. Anyway, again, this is Danita's Angel, Joni Hallmark's Folk Angel, Jam's Angel, and I can't remember all the names. I should actually, you know what? Let me just go ahead and pull up ArtFoamies so I can tell you as I'm going along. Oops, sorry. Can't even open my own website here. Having a little trouble. ArtFoamies, where are you? Okay, it won't open my website. Being super slow. I hope none of you have those issues. Oh, there we go. ArtFoamies. All right. Let's look at the angels. And that, again, if anybody has not seen all the angels, please go to artfoamies.com and click on pop-up shop, and then you will see them all. All right, in order. This is mine, Kae Pea's Chorus of Angels. Again, these will be online, available through the 31st of this month. This is also Kae Pea's Angelic Wishes, Danita Art's Heavenly Angel, Joni Hallmark's Folk Angel. We have Keisha Devaney's Keisha Girl Angel. We have Maxie Moon's Seraphim. We have Megan Quinlan's Meg's Angel. I can't wait to finish this one. Oh, I think she is so pretty. Wendy's Fun Angel with Flower, who is the funnest angel of all. Oh my gosh. We do also have Pato's Angel with Kitty, Frida Angel with Kitty. We have Collage Soup's Cat Girl Kitty. We have Wendy Willow Wanders, Hebrews 13:2. We have, where did I put it? Oh, did I already say it? Yeah, Collage Soup's Cat Girl Kitty. We have Marilyn Kelly's Star Angel. And we have our December, oh no, and then Jam's is called Tattoo Angel. Which I love her too so much. Oh my god. And this, I have to say, this is such a great size. And I love to, just so many things. I want to mention so many of these. If you love the wings, you know, you can cut them off and interchange them and stuff like that. So I love this for that reason too. Really easy, has two really nice left and right wings that you can easily interchange. So again, that is Jam's Tattoo Angel. And then, of course, we do have our $5 foamy. It's just called the Angelic Face. And now that's in the pop-up shop, even though I don't know. It is just our December $5-bucker. Okay? All right. So we are going to have a little Sunday Fun Day numbers game. If you would like to stick around and play the numbers game, it is 4:37 right now. We will stay here till 4:40. You can guess a number between 1 and 100. The person closest without going over will win a prize. Okay. And If you call the same number as somebody else, please don't worry. Keep the same number because it's just the first person who called it. So if you would like to play, you can start now with your number. Heather Bailey. Yes. Really such a great grouping of artists. I do have to say that again as well. All right, here we go. Evelyn, 12. Linda Weber, 25. Anna Lee, 25. Donna, 68. Catherine, 34. Lee Holman, 22. Ginger, 2. Carmen Jones, 21. Sharon Eberlin is 18. Gail Foos, 81. Heather Bailey, 37. Janice, 13. Krista Bell, 83. Patty, 14. Christina, 72. Sue Irvine, 55. Susan Maney, 57. Rebecca, 27. Faye, 35. Jamie Hughes, 47. Stephanie, 17. Kathy Bernard, 25. Thanks, everybody. Gosh. All right. Just another minute or two. Roberta, 29. I hope I said everybody. Let me go back just to make sure. Jamie Hughes said 47. Stephanie said 17. Kathy Bernard, 25. Roberta, 29. And that's the last number called so far. Looks like we do have a winner. Any more numbers? Roberta was the last one. If you did not see me call your number, or hear me call your number, please say it again. I think I did call all the numbers. Puffer, 57. Brianna, 2. Anybody else? All right. It is 4:40. Brianna was the last number. So let's say going once, going twice, going 3 times, no more numbers. Brianna was the last one called. We do have an on-the-nose winner. And that is my friend, our friend, Lee Holman with the number 22. And you will get a $22 gift card. Let me write your name. Please, Lee Holman, write us at artfoamiestamps@gmail.com so we can return your email with a gift card. Okay? I'm going to write your name on here, but I need you to please make sure that you email us, okay? At artfoamiestamps@gmail.com. All right, Lee. Congratulations. I think it's the first time for Lee to win, so I'm very happy about that. Thanks for coming and congratulations. Send us a quick email and we will shoot you a gift card for the $22. All right. So take another gander at all of the substrates because next time when I come back, I'll have them all finished. Hopefully the sides and everything. Now I won't guarantee that I will have the hangers yet, but I will have all the sides done and everything ready to go. Everything painted up and sharing them all with you. All right. So super fun. Here's my little guy. I'll go ahead and finish that one too. My 2 completely unfinished ones. I do have to say I love having all that background texture ready to go. It really gives a lot of, I don't know, a lot of great, I don't know, backgrounds and patterns to work on. So hopefully I can get these up to speed too. Anyway, I love you all to the moon and back. And I thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me a little bit on this fine Sunday. I appreciate your flexibility. And I look forward to I look forward to next week, rounding out our new year, hopefully sharing with you all the finished pieces. And also, I hope to have a little bit of a review of the year. Okay. So I'll see you next week. I thank you again. And you know the deal. Stay safe, stay sane, stay makey. I will see you soon. Mwah. Bye, everyone. Oh, yes. Happy holidays. I forget I'm not going to see you till after Christmas. Right? Well, if you're here, if you come to Daily Heart on Tuesday, I will. But yes, absolutely. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Merry everything, Happy always, and I'll see you on the 26th.